Today, I'd like to introduce you to an incredibly powerful and versatile tool in the world of drug design, cheminformatics, and data analysis, DataWarrior. This open source program is far more than just a viewer. It's a comprehensive workbench designed for data visualization and analysis with deep chemical intelligence. It combines dynamic graphical views and interactive row filtering with a vast array of capabilities, such as predicting molecular properties, enumerating combinatorial libraries, performing advanced data analysis techniques like principal component analysis and distributed stochastic neighbor embedding, and even connecting to various databases like Campbell and Wikipedia. You can also do docking in a protein binding pocket. It can be used for other types of data, not only chemical data. This first presentation offers an initial glimpse into DataWarrior's potential. I will be uploading a series of tutorials to explore various functionalities packed within this powerful tool. DataWarrior is a continuously developing software that was first publicly released in 2014. New optimized versions and features are released every few months. You can find and download DataWarrior installers for Linux, Macintosh, and Windows directly from the official website at openmolecules.org. Just look for the download page on the site. You can install it on your machine and try it out. The installation contains a user manual and many example files. DataWarrior can be used freely for academic and commercial purposes. However, it may not be sold, neither alone nor as part of a package. DataWarrior is an exceptionally versatile open source program designed for data visualization and analysis. When it comes to handling molecular data, DataWarrior is highly capable. It reads and writes its own native text-based file formats, and crucially, it imports various common chemical data formats including SMILES, codes, and SDF version 2 or 3. Beyond just file handling, it offers a comprehensive suite of functionalities, such as interactive data visualization through graphical 2D and 3D views, real-time data filtering on both alphanumerical and chemical criteria, and the prediction of molecular properties from chemical structures. Furthermore, it includes dedicated cheminformatics modules to support drug discovery, allowing for tasks like the enumeration of combinatorial libraries, de novo structure creation, and advanced data analysis techniques. It can even connect to various external chemical databases like Campbell and Wikipedia. Think of DataWarrior as a digital laboratory assistant that not only understands and organizes your chemical data, but also actively helps you analyze, visualize, and discover new insights. DataWarrior offers various flexible ways to load your chemical data, making it highly adaptable to different sources. You can easily import data into DataWarrior using several common formats. It reads its own native text-based file formats, which are typically saved with the DWAR extension. For tabular data, DataWarrior can import a text file with fields delimited by tabulation characters with headers and CSV files. For chemical structures, it comprehensively imports SDF files which can contain molecules in 2D or 3D representations. It also interprets SMILES codes when importing molecules. Before diving into the details, it's important to take some time to get familiar with DataWarrior's graphical interface. The software offers a wide range of features and options, many of which are not immediately visible. You'll find the different areas of the interface respond to mouse clicks in various ways. Clicking certain parts can open pop-up windows with additional tools and functionalities that are not listed directly in the main menus. The interface is also highly flexible. You can resize windows, open sub-windows, and customize the layout to suit your workflow. Because of this richness, getting comfortable with the interface may take a bit of time and exploration. Don't worry if it feels overwhelming at first. This is normal, and you'll get more efficient as you continue using it. One of DataWarrior's powerful features is its ability to directly connect to and retrieve data from external resources. For example, DataWarrior allows you to download and search all chemical structures in Wikipedia locally. This means you can readily access and explore a vast public collection of molecules for your analysis directly within the software on your machine. So please try that command. You should get around 22,634 molecules, at least in the June 2025 version of Wikipedia. In future releases, there will be more compounds, and in fact, in July, there are some additional molecules. As you know, several large families of drugs share common suffixes or endings, which can indicate their class or mechanism of action. For example, the suffix IB is commonly associated with kinase inhibitors, which are a class of drugs often used in cancer treatment. Sartan often denotes angiotensin receptor antagonists, used to treat high blood pressure, while names ending with azole are common in antifungal medications. In this tutorial, we are going to look at molecules ending with ib and azole. We will first filter the Wikipedia molecules by typing dot and star and IEB as shown in the slide. But you also have to select the type of filtering you want to do. Here, we want to match regular expression. We have 22,634 molecules in total, but with the filtering rule, we only have 280 molecules. In the July version of Wikipedia, we have in fact some more molecules ending with IB. In DataWarrior, there are other types of filtering. Instead of regular expression, you can type a name and so on. Now that you have a filter based on regular expression, you can add another filter, this time based on the structure of a chemical group. You can draw a piperazine group in the small window, as shown in the slide. Keep the cursor to the right on its default position, and now you see that among the molecules ending with IB, we have only 43 molecules containing that piperazine substructure. In the 2D view, in the table, you can see that this group is now shown in red. Once you have finished this test, you can inactivate the structural filter by clicking on a small icon as shown in the slide. Okay, this is done, and now you go back to the molecules that end with IB. Now, we are going to save these molecules, and there are many ways to do that. In this example, we will create a list that we will call cancer. So you go to List in the software menu, select Create Row List From, and then select Visible Rows. It means that we keep only here the molecules ending with IB. We then select this list as shown in the slide, so you go to File, New From, and then Row List, and then select Cancer. Here we have only one list, but we could have many. And then, now that we have the molecules we want, we add the SMILES code for each compound as shown in the slide. To do that, you go to Chemistry, then from Chemical Structure you select Add SMILES Code. And then we can delete some columns that we do not need here. You have to go to Data, and then, depending on your machine, you need to see how to select the names of the different columns you want to delete. For this example, we want to delete formula, molecular weight, and structure. So try different keys on your keyboard to see which ones work, or look at the user guide. Now we are ready to save the data in a text file. So you go to File, and then Save Special, and then you save the text file with fields delimited by tabulation characters. You can give the name Cancer, for instance, and decide to save this on your desktop folder. The file will thus be called Cancer and will have the extension .txt. Once this is done, you can close this window. We are back on the main window with all the Wikipedia molecules. And now we want to filter molecules ending with azole. Try to create a list as we did before. Name it antifungal, for example. Add SMILES code and save it to a file that you can name antifungal. Save this antifungal file on your desktop. That's it for today. This was just the first step in getting started with DataWarrior. As you've probably noticed, the software is packed with powerful features, and it can feel a bit overwhelming at first, especially if you're new to this type of tool. But don't worry, with a bit of practice, you'll quickly become comfortable using it and unlock many possibilities that will support and accelerate your drug discovery project. Thanks for following along, and best of luck as you dive deeper into DataWarrior.